Together we have worked on the NUS IVLE extension for Mozilla Firefox. So firstly, I'll fastly go through all the features which we have in our extension. So the first feature would be downloading all the latest lecture notes and tutorials, checking all the latest announcements, setting of reminders and calendar events, and once the reminders are set, it can also be integrated into the timetable, which the user can view and edit as well. And finally, we can browse all the weekly events as well. And one of the group mates is also working on a chat extension, so maybe towards the end we can integrate that if we have time. So before this, I would like to first show the progress which we have made, and I would like you to see the extension which we have made. Okay, as we can see, when the user opens the browser, firstly he'll get a pop-up saying he has these many announcements. Right now it's static, but we plan to make it dynamic. Also, when the user will hover his mouse over the NUS extension symbol, he can see his today's timetable. He can have a quick glance at it. Okay, firstly I'll go through the front end part. So this is the authentication panel. The user can enter his username and password. Once that is done, we go to the connect, and this is basically the main page. So over here, the student can have a quick look at all the main features, that is the announcements towards the left side. When the user will actually press on the announcement tab, he can get the full description as well. Then downwards we have the downloads. So by clicking on the checkbox, we can download all the current lecture notes and tutorials directly.
Only the current?
Only the latest ones, yeah, which he hasn't downloaded till now. And on the right side we have the timetable feature, which shows the current today's timetable. Also, we plan to add 2 more features where the user can see his a week's timetable and the month's timetable.
And the current date timetable also.
Yeah, and this is the current date timetable right now. And on the bottom left, we have the add reminders feature, where the user can add all the reminders like his deadline or midterm is coming, or he has some test or anything, and that reminder will actually be integrated into this timetable. So this is the front end part, and we have the GUI right now after a lot of feedback from everyone. Now I'll show you the main success which we did, and that is connecting to the NUS IVLE API. No, just click on the submit. So actually now I'm able to connect to the IVLE API and extract all the information which I want. So when I log in, as you can see, I'll get a token. So how the IVLE API works is, when I log into their server, they return me a login token. And using this authentication token for the current session, I can I can call the various functions of the IVLE API, and they will return me certain values. For example, when I click the submit button, I will get all my module information and description in an XML format. Can you expand this? Okay. So as we can see, the Mozilla module which I'm doing, that's the first. So I get all the information, the announcements, the module description, yeah. So this is all the announcements. Then I can see the course description. All the information is basically there. The creator of the module, the forum, the gradebook. So I have access to all the module information. Right now this is an XML format. We can also get this information in a JSON format. So now since we're getting this output value, we have to figure it out how to dynamically link this value to the front end which I just now displayed to you.
There is a way to do that actually. Right now we are making files into Zool format .xul, but for this, right, to link data and then directly convert it into a UI, you will have to use .xsl file. But the thing is, with like proper like in HTML, you can easily dynamically create all your the whole tree structure or whatever buttons in a particular column or something. But in Zool, it's quite limited.
Because we have boxes and everything, so it's difficult to dynamically create boxes and
at particular column or particular position, something like that. So even I tried to generate the whole XML file dynamically. So suppose I'm creating a tree, I have a column, I have a row. So I'm able to create the tree, but I'm not able to create the row and column because I'm not able to add further elements because of limitation on Zool. So I think for that I'll have to use .xsl in that file.
So that is the current problem we have, but we are able to log in and get the information. So we'll just go through the slides. So this is the progress which we have made till now, and Yeah. So initially, yeah, we brainstormed a lot. We showed a lot of dummy extensions to the class. We got some feedback. We learned JavaScript, CSS. Those were the initial learnings. Then we worked on the shortcut events. We also have shortcut events, yeah. And we made dummy UIs. Then later on, depending on the class feedback, we tried to integrate everything into one window, as I showed you right now. So that was our week 5 work.
This was the total planning, because earlier we were only implementing the shortcut keys, but we were not coming out with a particular like complete product kind of that, okay, as soon as you click you get a whole timetable thing of the whole extension kind of. So this week we planned out that. So
Then we,
for this,
we try to go through the IVL API, the various functions, how it's the documentation, and then finally got the success.
So the authentication is successful, but for the dynamic generation it's
Still in the develop. So now we have to work on that.
So
That is the main problem.
and also, yeah, like you cannot really use jQuery and all those things for that. I even tried that to get some cooler effects. So that in HTML it's very
HTML it's very possible.
but in Solid,
Those are the current challenges.
yeah. So
Once again, I didn't show you the shortcut events. So yeah, the user can also click on the shortcut events, and he can get to he can see his announcements or timetable, whatever he wants. So these are the shortcut events. Yeah. So the user also has this functionality.
So now the UI is a separate window?
Yeah. But it hasn't been integrated with the dynamic fields coming in.
Did you consider like a sidebar instead of a separate window?
Sidebar, actually we asked for everyone's response, and this was the main feedback. Because